All right, welcome back, everyone. You're watching Cinemaniacs. My name is Dennis, and today I will be reviewing the movie Black Adam. It's going to be done in three parts. The first part will be a non-spoiler review. Second part of the video in the timeline, you'll see it's a different chapter. It's going to be a giveaway about a swag bag from the event that we had at the Black Adam Rocks Canada in Toronto. And again, thanks again for whoever was responsible, the communication agency, the Warner Brothers Picture Canada, the whole production staff from $7 from the people that worked with Dwayne Johnson. It was awesome. The rec room, nice place, free food, free drinks. Being in the presence of the producer and also star Dwayne The Rock Johnson for to promote the movie was an amazing event that I will remember for the rest of my life. And we after that had the pleasure of going and see in IMAX Black Adam on Thursday, October 13th. That was amazing event. I drove all the way from Montreal to Toronto. And by the way, everyone over there was really nice, even though I had a lot of fun teasing the Montreal Canadiens to many Maple Leafs fans just for the fun of it. But yeah, that was really fun. So here it is. First part, non-spoiler review. Second part, the giveaway. And the third part could be a smaller part, but a spoiler review talking about some details about the the movie. Okay, so for the first part here, first and foremost, Black Adam. It's in theater October 21st, 2022. It's an action, adventure, fantasy, sci-fi movie. In the synopsis goes like this: in ancient Kandak, the slave Teth Adam was gifted the almighty powers of the gods, but he used those powers for vengeance and was imprisoned. Now, 5,000 years later, he is freed and once again yields his dark sense of justice onto the world. Refusing to surrender, Death Adam is challenged by a team of modern day heroes known as the Justice Society, with Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Atom Smasher, and Cyclone, who seek to return him to eternal captivity. That movie is needs to be seen on the biggest screen as possible. IMAX, AVX, I don't know. Pick one, the best sound as possible. This will certainly test your sub and speakers surround sound whenever it's available on a Blu-ray 4K UHD at home. This was an amazing event movie. My girlfriend and I literally think that that was the best superhero movies. Not general movies, but as a superhero movie, that was the best one we saw since Avengers Endgame. Not to compare both universe, but as a superhero movie, that was like the best one we saw for the couple of latest years. I mean, there's movies coming up like every week now, but as on par with other ones, this one was as good as Endgame for a superhero movies. And I would say this. I mean, you can have some favorite out of the DCE EU films, but for me and my girlfriend, both of us thought that that was the best one yet, and hopefully many more to comes. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you prefer the Zack Snyder's Justice League or Man of Steel, or I don't know, Birds of Prey if you like. But for me, Blake Black Blake Black Adam now is like on top of the list for being the best of the DCEU film. Uh, if I can tell you some little stuff without spoiling anything, I can tell you that Black Adam, played by Dwayne The Rock Johnson, has a lot of charisma. I mean, he's like a badass. He's got a huge presence on screen. Whenever he's on screen, your eyes can't stop watching the character. Um, he's really charismatic. And I mean, from the point of view of people in the crowd watching the movie, whenever he's on screen, he gets all the attention. And in the movie, the crowd, the civilians who are being or feeling the presence of Black Adam in their city, it's the same. So, I mean, it's just showing you that's not only a superhero movies without nobody else. I mean, that was like one of the problems I had with Justice League when, like in the third act, um, you had that Justice League attacking what was the bad guy? I can't remember the name. uh, they were like fighting in a city without any citizens in it, like maybe like a couple of families in the building, but that was it, and it felt empty. Now this city, Kandak, they're oppressed by terrorists. They're trying to free themselves. They are seeing a new savior who, at first, think for himself. He seeks revenge on people from 5,000 years ago, and his meeting with the Justice Society brings them to understand a bit more about modern culture. Instead of killing bad guys, maybe trying to save them, to question them, to advance the uh, like the story. So yeah, uh, Dwayne Johnson is amazing as Black Adam. There's also Odelia Alavi, who plays Shiruta. She plays his wife 5,000 years in the past. There's of course Pierce Brosnan, who plays Doctor Fate. He's incredible. I mean, this character lives up to his name. He's like a combination of Doctor Strange and the Ancient One in one character. I won't tell you why, but when you see the movie, you understand. Or if you know the character from the comics, you'll get it. The thing that was incredible with Doctor Fate is that whenever he wears the helmet and he goes into a battle, he never goes for any reason, because since he always sees in the future, he doesn't waste time fighting for no reason. I don't know if you're following me, but so whenever his presence is required, he shows up, and whenever he talks, I wouldn't say he sounds like Darth Vader, but his voice is so pronounced, so deep, so iconic that it's memorable just because of his voice, and also when the way they're presenting, that are showing his powers. It's really reminiscent of how they draw it in the comics. It's really well done. Okay, so I think you can see that I'm excited just talking about it. Another great character, Hawkman, played by Aldis Hodge. He's brutal. He's really overpowered. He's like the Vin Diesel of the Fast and Furious franchise into a superhero movies, where he keeps on fighting, he keeps getting hit, but he gets back in it. He's always trying to save people, not killing people. He's like the good example of being a superhero, but at the same time, he's brutal. He's really like he's like in the movie. He's, I don't know how he is in the comics, but in that movie, you feel like Hawkman is a mix of Tony Stark, not Iron Man, but Tony Stark with the attitude of Wolverine in one character. That's what I felt when I watched him. He's probably going to be like one of the favorite for like the kids who are going to watch that movie for the first time. They're going to learn and discover all these new characters. Hawkman will become one of the new popular character in the years to come. I'm pretty sure, and it makes you wish that they keep on working with that characters into like maybe a Hawk World movie, a spin-off movie out of Black Adam. That would be freaking amazing. Okay, there's also Atom Smasher, who's like the nephew of Atom. That you get to understand that in the movie. It's all I think it's also the same story in the comics, and him. Also, I thought he would be like only the muscle presence in the movie. He's not really that. He's more like in let's say I always love like I always try to give you an example of different other characters that you might have seen before. So for me, Adam Smasher in that movie looks, I mean, from the point of view of the eyes, the face, he's got like the same, they've used the same technique of showing his eyes expression like Deadpool, but it's more like a mix in between Ant-Man when he's a giant character, but with the experience and mentality of Peter Parker, and he's always looking for something to help him out because of his powers. I won't tell you that, but that makes it a really interesting and funny character. Um, Cyclone, played by Quintessa Swindell. Visually, it's amazing. It's really like a piece of art whenever she shows off her power. Let's. If you don't know her, she plays Cyclone. She's a like the DC version of Storm, but as a mix with Shuri from the Black Panther movie. into a DC typical looking character, but whenever they're showing off with special effects how she works her power, it's visually stunning. It's really great. I mean, most of the time they'll use slow motion to put the eyes of the audience onto however she's uh, showing off her powers, but it's like a piece of art whenever she uses her power. It's really well done, and she's really interesting. She's not like the typical annoying teenager. She really smart, interesting, and also a good part. She works well as a team member. So yeah, Cyclone was a big surprise for me. Amanda Waller's and she's in the movies. It's not a spoiler. I mean, you see her in the preview. So Viola Davis is back. She's really useful for the DCEU continuity. So whenever you see her on screen, you know that you're still related. It's that movie is still related to all the DCEU films, and she's also uh, clearly I can say this. She's still a bitch. I mean, nobody's pushing her around. She's pushing all the button, and she's got the attitude of I don't know, like I would say. I mean, don't fuck her around. She'll find some way to get you whenever she wants. Um, that's for Amanda Waller. There's also three important humans, like real, like normal people. There's Sarah Shahi, who plays Adrianna. She's the mother. She's really strong. She's like a Lara Croft, but she's got appetite for not an appetite, but she's she's hoping to finally one day that her her son, her family, and all the people she lives with gets to find some freedom out of the tyranny of the terrorist. There's also the kid played by the Bodhi Sambogi. He's like he he's the typical little smart, courageous, but also a huge Justice League fan. There's a great battle in his bedroom with different characters. I won't tell you whom, but there's a segment of that battle in the trailers where you see all the memorabilia, the hot toys, and the posters of the different characters of Justice League, and one of them, yeah, some kind of a speedster who gets cut in half, like cut, you're cut. So there's like some message in that fight for other actors of the Justice League. Also, there's a character that I wasn't like looking really at, but was really funny, interesting, and hopefully we'll see him back in another movie. Was the uncle, Karim, played by Mohamed Amer. He's like the television repairman, and there's a scene with him and Dr. Fate that tells him something about his future, and that makes it more and more funny. By the end of the movie, he's like one of the favorite characters of the film. Like the TV repairman is like also a great addition to the cast of all those superheroes. Um, by the end of it, one last character who played Jafar in the Aladdin movie with Will Smith, Marwan Kenzari. He plays Ishmael, and it could be seen as a spoiler, but there's been many leaks out of the toys, and even in the preview you see it. He's the one who turns into Sabak. Think of Sabak as an evil, badder, weirder Hellboy character from from hell sent on Earth. But for that, he needs to go through a certain path that you find in that movie. And he's a great character. So that's probably it. That's for my non-spoiler review. I'll let you go with the giveaway in the second segment, and then after that, we'll come back with the smaller segment about some spoilers of the movie Black Adam. All right. We are now in the giveaway section of the Black Adam video. Before we enter the spoilers review section, I want to show you what we just had at the fan event. It was called Black Adam's Rocks Canada. We had the pleasure of meeting Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson at the event and the producer of the movie. That was before heading to the theater and watch the advanced screening of Black Adam on IMAX. That was amazing. But we had two swags bags, so we are getting rid of one. We're actually giving it to one of you guys. To participate is quite easy. Go in the description of this video. You'll have a link and an hashtag word. Just copy and paste it. After clicking the link, you'll be redirected to the website. There's a participation form. There's a place where you paste you the keyword, the hashtag keyword, and fill up the form, and you have a chance. You, as much as you want to participate, as many time, as many people you from your family, the people you work with, friends, entourage, anyone, they can participate. And what we'll give you is this bag. We have this beautiful little Black Adam bag. In it, you'll find there's two balloons. What they look like exactly is this. We use those to make some noise while we walk from the event to the theater. So there's a two like this. There's also a little poster, official poster of the movie Black Adam. And finally, just like I'm wearing, but this one is mine, we add a cool T-shirt with the logo of Black Adam that you will be proud to wear after watching the movie, or maybe wearing it when you go back with your friends watching it a second, third, fourth time in the theater. So this is for the giveaway. Again, description, the link, the hashtag word to copy in the description of this video. Participate in great number. Good luck. All right, now we are entering the spoilers discussion. We'll be telling a couple of spoilers, not that many. I still want to leave you some secrets, some fun watching the movie in the theater. But of course, the one that everybody's talking about, the elephant in the room, yes. At the end of the movie, Henry Cavill is back as Superman. You see him for between 5 to 10 seconds, much. But the good thing about it is now we understand that he's back. He's going to be there in future movies. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe all depends on the box office return on Black Adam. It could be a Black Adam 2, some sort of a Black Adam versus Superman storyline. Maybe they're going to add on it Shazam from the after the Shazam Fury of the Gods sequel. It could be like a Justice Society versus Justice League movie. It could be like a combination of all different kind of characters from all the previous movies into like a new one against Darkseid. They can go crazy with that. And the fun part about what we saw in Black Adam is that you understand now that the Suicide Squad still exists. Amanda Waller is still there. Peacemaker is an important part because when they're sending Black Adam to the prison, the blonde girl who's standing guard at the prison, she's actually she's James Gunn's wife, and she has a big part in the Peacemaker series. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna see her around like on further movies and maybe in the sequel series, season 2 of Peacemaker. Um, what is it? I want to talk about? Yeah, the scene with Karim, the uncle, that scene when he's about to die from a bullet wound, and Dr. Fate tells him, "No, no, that I don't see the end of your life here. Just stay away from electricity." That scene killed me. I was studying, I was laughing so hard, and it made me enjoy that character from the beginning of the movie till the end. He was a standout character, and that's a proof of for me. That's a proof of a good movie, a good story. They've worked the arc of the main characters is well done, and also the secondary characters, the mother Adrianna, the kid Amon, and Karim. They are standing out of the crowd because they had interesting things to do in the movie. It's not only about the Black Adam and Doctor Fate and Sabak, but all the other characters also had some major stuff to do to help out about the evolution of the story for the movie. Uh, Also, Sabak. By the end of the movie, you understand that he was sent he had to die to go through hell and then sent back to Earth on Earth by the population of the underworld, some sort of a hellraiser, helvish civilization. Like I don't know, maybe you guys read more comics than me from DC Comics. Maybe you understand, you know the names or whoever's there. But the cool thing, that scene when you see Ishmael, like I would say upside down, with all those devils. That scene was really freaking amazing. I mean, my girlfriend, she loves all those gore and horror stuff, and she was like hooked when she saw that scene. And at the same time, I was looking at her, I was like, oh, that's gonna help. How would I say that? It's gonna, for me. I'm getting my things out of the superheroes, and she got her thing about the movie with all those hellish uh, characters. That was cool. Okay. Also, Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis. Having her in a movie, that was cool. Uh, it, it, it it's solidifying um, the continuity from the beginning of Man of Steel up to Black Adam, and you feel that even though she's like really a character that doesn't like anyone, she's a big major part of that universe, just like Nick Fury was for the Marvel universe. Amanda Waller, she's a standout character. She's really useful. At the same time, she doesn't get pushed around, not even by Superman. And yeah, well, that was cool. Anything else beside that? All the funny stuff about Adam Smasher, that was funny. When he eats Kentucky fried chicken, and Dr. Fate had to raise his bucket. That's also a cool thing. A thing. It was a funny one. Everyone was laughing in the theater. Yeah. Beside that, I want to keep you some other little surprise for you guys, and just want to tell you that I really enjoyed that movie more than I thought I would. And yeah, so hopefully you'll go see it in theater. Like I said in my review in France, go see it on the biggest screen as possible with the loudest sound as possible, and you will have fun. You will enjoy. I mean, you won't see the time pass by. It might not be your favorite superhero movies. It's not my favorite superhero movies, but for the last couple of years, I think it's the best one we had since Avengers Endgame, and that's why I'm telling you, go see it in the theater. I mean, that's a movie that you will enjoy just for the pure eye candy visuals effects, and with then the story is interesting also. All right, so that's it. Have a good one. Take care. Enjoy the movies, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.